I think he's sort of uncomfortable with the notion of having a film made about his life.
Mm-hmm.
He's always trying to take the attention off of himself personally and put the attention on the issues that he raises.
Right.
But I think he recognizes that having a film like this, out in pop culture might start that conversation amongst a lot of people who wouldn't necessarily be having those conversations otherwise. And I think he cares less about his own personal comfort and how uncomfortable it might make him to have a movie made about him, and cares more about, starting that conversation.
Well, let me ask you, after working on this movie, have you become any more guarded about your private information, or were you always kind of more protective about what you reveal?
I think I've become more thoughtful about just generally how the internet works.
Right.
I love the internet, and I love having access to just the whole world of history and culture and, science and so much information just right at, whenever you want it. I never honestly really thought about any potential downsides.
Yeah.
But every technology, especially a really powerful one, can be used for good, can be used for bad. And having done this movie, it has made me stop and think, are there any ways that this tech might not be good for us?
Well, it's funny how information farming has just become such a naturalized process. Whenever you download an app, I'm downloading an app, and all of a sudden it's the permissions it asks. It's asking for to use my microphone, my camera, my contact list, my location data, just to play Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
Do you feel like our generation just doesn't respect their own privacy in a way? Have we come to that?
I'd say, people that are both young and old have different preferences. Honestly, I think, certainly there are a lot of people nowadays, and maybe you could say a lot of younger people who are, sharing their whole lives through social media, and I think that can be a great and valid, mode of self-expression. Personally, I like to be more selective in what I share and what I keep to myself or keep to, those close to me, my close friends or family. But that's a choice. And I think everybody, I respect anybody's preference as far as that goes. I think it's just important that we all have the ability to make that choice.